All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. This is Dana with Boutique NYC. Thank you so much for being here and happy Friday, everyone. It's been a long week for a lot of people, and we're really glad we're coming up on the weekend. And we have a really exciting event for you today to celebrate Friday today. We have a Meet the Founder event with a very special guest who is Cindy Kuo from Olecea Beaute, one of our founders, our brand founders that we work with at Boutique. So thank you all for being with us today. This is our third event of our Meet the Founder events, which are a new kind of event for us, where we introduce you to our incredible brand founders, as I mentioned. So if you have any questions throughout the event for Cindy about Olecea Beaute or about the products that she'll be talking about today, please drop a comment below. We are also going to be having an exciting giveaway today. Cindy and Olecea Beaute will be giving away two items, two of the Pearl Activating Elixir from Olecea Beaute. So if you're interested in winning this amazing product right here, you just have to be following Boutique NYC and Olecea Beaute on Instagram. You have to be a Beauty Club member with Boutique, and you will just shoot us an email saying that you'd like to enter the giveaway. We're also doing a special offer for attendees. So if you shop Olecea Beaute on Boutique NYC, you can get 20% off the Pearl Activating Elixir and also the licorice root facial spray, which Cindy will talk about later on. And you can also get 20% off of the vitamin C and hemp facial oil from Olecea Beaute using the code Boutique20. And we will get into that again later, but I'd like to introduce Cindy, our special guest. Cindy is a formulator. She's a California licensed esthetician. She has a Master of Business Administration. She was born and raised in Taiwan. She spent her teenage years in England, and she is now, then she settled in California. She has over a decade of experience working in the skincare industry. She's worked with many different skincare practices to help grow their businesses for over a decade. With a passion and a sense of mission, she started her brand, Olecea Beaute, to share her multicultural beauty tips, philosophies, and source the very best biotechnological, advanced marine and botanical ingredients from her beloved cultures. So we're very excited to welcome Cindy. So thank you for being here, Cindy. So start by, just telling us a little bit about yourself and your brand and how you got started.
Thank you so much, Dana. It's my pleasure to join Boutique again. I actually joined one of your live events last time during the Christmas time, so it was wonderful. I was so happy to meet everyone and so happy to be back. My name is Cindy Kuo, and as Dana had introduced, I was born and raised in Asia, Taiwan, and then was fortunate to be able to travel to different parts of the world. And I settled in California, and because it's a multicultural location in the world, it's a pretty much melting pot of a lot of different cultures, including American cultures, Asian cultures, and European cultures. And then the reason why I built this brand is because, as Dana has said, I've been in the industry for more than a decade. What I did in the industry is I started out working for major brands that are in the professional sector. Those brands, we sell the products to doctors, estheticians, and spas. So those products are actually very potent and has great efficacy with the active ingredients. So the reason why I started my brand, other than helping other people sell their brands and also their brands when I formulate, is that it's because when I started to have my own family, when I was having my kids, and I really wanted to create something that's natural, that is, but at the same time it works. It actually does what it says in terms of ingredients and how the ingredients perform on your skin.
Right. Yeah, thank you so much. That's a great introduction. And I think that's a great, overview of what you stand for and your brand stands for. We work with, as you said, ingredients and brands and products that really work for people. And we really like, your natural and botanical approach, and we're going to get more into that. So thank you so much for that great introduction. So as you mentioned, you were born over in Asia. You moved to California, so you've had experience with a bunch of different cultures and places, which is really awesome. And not a lot of people or brand owners have had that experience and have been able to incorporate that knowledge into their brands and their products. So from your multicultural background and all your extensive experience, what have you taken from that and your multicultural experiences to put into your line and your products?
Exactly. I've traveled to different parts of the world. Other than living in the cultures, I also had the opportunity and chance to travel to different countries, such as Thailand, such as Japan, such as, that's in Asia, Korea. And in Europe, I've been to Spain, England, France, because that I'm actually, I guess, a beauty junkie. So wherever I go, I would go and go visit their beauty store.
Right.
So in Asia, there are a lot of different, I guess, different stores, different little stores, and also different pharmacies that sell a lot of skincare products. So I would go and read their ingredients, and I will also talk to the local medical spas, estheticians, and to really know, what their skin problems are,
Mm-hmm.
and what's the trends for, like what's the latest beauty secret. And in Europe, people are actually also buying a lot of products from their pharmacy as well. So it's different from us in the United States. We buy it online or in department store normally, like Sephora. So but then everybody, although we have different backgrounds, all the everybody in the world have different backgrounds, different skin types, different skin color, but then they all share the same common problems, such as sensitivity, such as dry skin, such as oily skin, or aging. So then what I found is that although we are in different parts of the world, we still share the same concerns. And what I got from it is, and to create Olecea, that I would choose the multicultural ingredients that's to address different problems.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I really like what you said about that, about how we're all from different parts of the world, but excuse me, we all share, the same skin concerns. So it might vary from person to person, but we all want smooth, glowing, healthy, hydrated skin. And Olecea Beauty is really doing that, especially with your different multicultural ingredients and all your different experience. So it's a really unique brand in that you have, brought together all these different cultures, and you're bringing the best of ingredients and skincare into one amazing brand. So that's really awesome. So thank you for sharing that. So you touched on a little bit of, your product line. So diving a little more into that. So the product creation process. So talk to us a little bit about your choice of ingredients and how you kind of decided what ingredients to use. I know you use marine botanicals and things like that. So how does that play into your skincare line? How did you choose those ingredients? And what are some of the benefits of the unique ingredients in your products?
Exactly. As you can probably see, I have more like a black skin, black hair, and a little bit shiny. I thank my mom for eating a lot of seaweed when she was having me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually my grandma was an esthetician, so she would teach me to use ingredients from the ocean, because where I was born is close to the ocean, and also use the different herbs and plants to take care of my skin. And that really is very emotional to me. And when I United States, because United States a lot about science, numbers, evidence, and I was fortunate to be able to study under many different brilliant formulators and chemists. So I was able to find my favorite ingredients that are, for example, from the ocean, from the botanicals, and they're from the natural sources. But at the same time, they also have third party, testing labs that actually were able to help us to find out, to be able to let us know that it's actually that the ingredients are actually effective on the skin. For example, they would do a test on 30 women, or they would do a test on 100 people from different cultures, actually, different skin as well, different skin types. And then, we're able to find the clinical test. So my criteria for picking the ingredients is that I don't use fillers that are just not making sense. I actually put a lot of active ingredients, a lot at the active and concentration in my products, at the level of at the percentage level that according to the test results that it actually works on the skin. For example, we use the lingonberry stem cell that's in pearl serum, pearl activator. That the lingonberry stem cell actually proves that it can protect us from blue light, IR radiation, and UV. So it's a natural protection to our skin. And for example, for the silver spray, the silver that I use in this bottle is actually natural as well, and actually recently has different test results that to prove that it's actually antibacterial, and also anti virus, things like that. So I would always look for facts first and then incorporate it with my formulation. Yes.
Great. Yeah, that's a great answer. And I love what you said about being evidence-based. Although it is, natural and,
Exactly.
the environment and things like that, it's still based in science. So people can really still expect medical grade results, even though it is such a beautiful natural product. So that's what I really personally love about Olecea Beaute and what you've done here. That's really unique, I believe. And especially at Boutique, we really work with brands like Cindy and Olecea Beaute that deliver real results, but are still mission driven and are doing good for the planet, the environment, and of course your skin. So these products are really going to work. Like Cindy said, they've been tested, but they are, natural and still, good for everyone involved. So thank you so much. That's a really great answer, and that's really great information. So you touched on both the pearl activating elixir and also the facial spray. So I just want to ask you a little bit more about those, because I know your products have some cool and unique textures and things like that. So talk to us about, a skincare ritual that you suggest and how texture can kind of play into your skincare routine, and what you would recommend in terms of mixing textures when it comes to Olecea Beaute and your products. So kind of walk us through that.
Sure. I would also like to introduce one of the products I would like to highlight today. It's the hemp and vitamin C face oil, and it has the CBD in there, the 300 mg CBD. So there are a lot of benefits of CBD. As I don't actually need to repeat myself, I'm sure everybody knows. But if anybody that is interested in learning more, there are a lot of dermatology magazines that's online, that's available online, talking about different testing results of CBD. And so then I was not, other than CBD, I put the hemp oil and the vitamin C. So it's really it has a lighter texture than heavy texture, and it's really good for the sensitive skin as well. So about texture, I had prepared these really cute balls here.
Oh, those are cute.
Yeah, so eventually in the next probably a couple months, I will put up like a set together so that all of you can, play at home. So what I do, because chemistry is fun. I have some background in chemistry, and also, as I said, I have study after many brilliant chemists and formulators in the United States that are that have made a lot of different formulations that are actually selling on the market right now nonstop. So let's talk about the elixir. The elixir, when it's more in the texture of a gel, so it's really good for the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the gel, and but someone that lives in more of a colder area, they might think that gel is not enough. I'm putting this in here, so I would recommend to mix the gel with my face oil. It's more like how to say that, customizing your own skincare, because
Right.
day you might feel you're drier, one day you might feel you're more oily. You can actually, if you feel drier during the nighttime, you can actually add a little bit more of the oil to the gel.
Yeah, and I love that because I have combination skin.
Yeah.
Some days I'm dry, some days I'm oily. So that's perfect because, on a day when I'm oily, I could just use the gel texture from the Pearl Elixir, and then at nighttime or on a day when I'm more dry, I could, add more of the oil. So that's a great tip. I love that.
This solid, I actually don't use artificial scents. So all the from the ingredients. For example, this one I use rose water as the scent, and then with the oil I use bergamot as the scent. So when you mix it together, it becomes like a gel cream like texture.
Mm-hmm.
And during the night, sometimes I use it like a sleeping mask.
Oh, wow. Okay.
3 bottles, you can actually mix and match and make your own solutions, mask, gel mask. Over here, it's a little bit runny. I don't know if you can see. Hold a minute. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Runny here. But if you add a little bit more of the oil, it becomes more of a cream type. More like a cream now.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's the
So
oil.
it's really like customizing your own texture to your own skin needs,
Yeah,
definitely.
more like a gel, like a cream now. And
Yeah.
then I like to use it. I like to use a little brush, and it's like a home spa type of thing during the night before you sleep. I have 2 kids myself, so like 10 minutes before sleep, it's like heaven to me, and so I'll just put it on and just go to sleep, and just let your skin absorb all these nutrients.
Yeah. So if you apply it as the mask, would you rub it in or like a moisturizer, or would you kind of just let it sit overnight?
You can do both. I think skincare is like an art.
Right.
Art as well, and it's how you take care of yourself. And of course you can rub it in. If you rub it in, you can use more of an upper motion. Later, from the podcast, or next time we do live with you guys, we can talk about a little bit of oriental meridian points and how to like lift the skin. I had help these days to lift my skin. So and yeah, and then if you just want to put a thick layer, if for someone that's really dry, you can put a thick layer and just go to sleep. Next day your skin will feel very smooth and hydrated as well. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And we had, I just want to share this as it came up. I'm sorry, I don't see a name, but this viewer said, awesome, we can make it custom make it for the type of skin we have. This is probably where all beauty is headed. So definitely. And thank you for your comment. I'm sorry, I can't see your name. But definitely, you can definitely do that with Olecea Beaute. As Cindy just demonstrated. So thank you for sharing that about your products. So continuing on with your story as the founder of Olecea Beaute, something we like to ask to all our founders, especially since we are still in Women's History Month and we really celebrate a lot of women founders at Beaute. We work with a lot of female founded brands. What has it been like for you to be a woman in the beauty industry and in business in general? And we're currently running a contest where our community can share their badass woman moments. So we're wondering, do you have any badass woman moments that you'd like to share as a brand founder? And what has your experience been like as a woman in the beauty industry?
Okay, badass women moment, woman moment. Okay, I think I would like to share two. I'm greedy. I would like to share two. One is I felt when I gave birth to my kids, I feel I was badass because
Definitely.
when I gave birth to two beautiful babies, and to be able to care for them, that's like a privilege.
Yeah,
And
all mothers are badass for sure.
yeah, second badass moment is for me is to create my own brand. It's like another baby, create my own company actually.
Yeah.
Be like, Cindy, so you created your own company. They talk about like my two kids are like, do you want to have another kid? I'm like, no, my company's my third kid already. Like,
Love that.
and so I think for women, I always, of course, I over criticize myself, like rest of us, all of us. But when I see some results, some achievements because of my babies, that is like the best feeling for me. And that it's a wonderful moment for me, wonderful feeling.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it's being a mother. I'm not a mother yet, but all the women and mothers that I know in my life, and you, of course, are all badass women. So, of course, that's such a badass moment. And like you said, I really love that you compared you having your own company to being like your third baby, because it really is like it's such an accomplishment, and you've created such an amazing brand and these amazing products. So that's, definitely a badass moment in our eyes. So have you had any, challenges or anything as a woman in business or a woman in science or STEM or the beauty industry that you've had to kind of overcome to get to where you are today?
I think for me, because I really haven't stayed in a place. I mean, I think California is the place that I've stayed for the longest time. California and Asia, actually California, it's like almost half of my life already. And however, probably you can probably tell I still have an accent. And I started out learning. My first language was Mandarin. English is my second language. So I think that's probably one of the challenges for me, because I think like when you're in an industry in a country, they would in the professional setting, there's different expectations. They would probably feel, sometimes some people, they feel that I wasn't able to explain myself better in terms of skincare ingredients, or in terms of interpreting the different cultures. I've learned a lot along the way, because for me, I'm always open to different cultures difference, but
Right.
probably not everybody.
Yeah.
So that's my challenge, like my difference. And I learned to embrace myself. I learned to embrace different cultures, embrace um, other people's I guess their, how do I say that, the way that they're not able to accept who I am, who I was, or who I am. And that's just life. And I let it go. I was fired for some, one of the reasons that I was different. But I picked up myself, and I went off and started my own business. And I also started to learn, kind of gain more knowledge in skincare ingredient.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's awesome, and thank you so much for sharing that, because yeah, I mean, especially at Boutique, we look at, your multicultural experience as such a positive and I personally would love to be able to travel and speak different languages and things like that. So, hearing it from your perspective that that's kind of been a challenge in a way for you is really interesting. And that's really amazing that you were able to overcome that. And, language barriers can be an issue for a lot of people, but, you're killing it. You created your own brand.
Thank you.
And also you speak beautifully. So it's,
Thank you. Appreciate that.
that's really amazing. I wish I could, of course, speak different languages and have the amazing experiences that you've had all over the world. So that's really amazing. And that is definitely a big challenge. I can imagine that you've definitely overcome and created this just beautiful brand that's helping a lot of people. And we're so honored to have you as a member of Beautique and have you on our platform. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. And that was really great. I hope somebody in our community or in our audience can relate to that, maybe some of the challenges that you've faced, or, your experience as a mother, a businesswoman, a brand founder, and things like that. So we do have a few comments. We do have one question, I believe, from when you were speaking about your products earlier. I think this serum, correct me if I'm wrong, the serum or spray, you mentioned the blue light protection. We have a question. Joanne says, do you know if that UV protection can replace other SPF products? I think she was referring to the light protection. So if you want to address that.
Because the sun protection, the sunscreen in this country is actually considered a drug.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to claim that this UV protection can actually help you to replace SPF. But for someone that is allergic to SPF, this UV protection can be a great help. But for myself, I would use the Elixir and then I'll put the SPF on, because the SPF does have clinical test results to protect you as well. I'm very science-based and number-based. So yeah, I hope you like my answer.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer for sure. It's not necessarily a replacement, but it's a good supplement, and it can still, it still has
like a booster. It can be a booster to our SPF, yes.
Yep, and it has those evidence-based results that you talked about earlier. So that's a great answer. I believe she let us know her name is Adrienne. So thank you, Adrienne. I'm sorry, we can't see your name when we pull up the comments, but this is from Adrienne. She had a comment. She said, sea minerals are so good for skin and hair. So absolutely, if you are interested in those types of ingredients, this is definitely the brand for you. So thank you for your comment. Let's see. Oh, this is funny. Adrienne says, I'm a homemaker out in the country in North Carolina. Ladies, you are like celebrities to me. Very envious. Well, thank you so much, Adrienne, for your comment. Cindy is definitely like a celebrity. She's a brand founder, badass woman. I'm just her host today, but thank you for your comment, and thank you for participating and sending your comments and questions. Joanne said, thanks, that is good to know. So you answered her question beautifully. So thank you so much. So I do want to touch on our exciting events and giveaways going on while we still have Cindy here for a few more moments. Again, thank you so much for introducing yourself and giving us your brand story and telling us about your products and the different textures and how you can customize. That's really great information to know. So right now we are doing a promotion. So you can actually get 20% off the Pearl Activating Elixir, which Cindy showed earlier, and the Silver and Licorice Root Protective Facial Spray at boutique.nyc. It's automatic. You just go to boutique.nyc, and when you shop, you get 20% off those two items. And then for technical reasons, we don't carry the facial oil on Beautique, but you can get it for a discount at oleceabeauty.com for 20% off using the code Beautique20. So it's 20% off those three products if you're interested in trying them, which I highly recommend. And then last but not least, we're doing a giveaway of two of the Pearl Activating Elixir. So 2 lucky winners will get a free Pearl Activating Elixir. All you have to do is be a Beauty Club member. It's quick and easy. It's totally free. It's our membership at Boutique. Here's the link to join, and follow Olecea Beaute and Boutique NYC on Instagram. And just let us know, shoot us an email, and let us know you'd like to win the item. So those are all our amazing promos going on. Cindy, if you have anything else to add, or do you want to close out with any final info or comments?
Okay, so we talked about how the skin beauty is very important. I also want to address that. I think charity and supporting the community is also very important as well. And so Olecea has been supporting different causes. We had donated to Children's Hospital LA, as well as the water initiatives at the Las Vegas with the Cirque du Soleil. Mm-hmm. So that is actually very important to me as well, to be able to keep on giving and keep on giving back to the community.
Absolutely. And that's one of the reasons we love working with you and your brand. And at Boutique, we really, really enjoy working with brands who have charitable missions and enjoy giving back for, what they've been able to accomplish and giving back to the community. So thank you for sharing that. So Olecea Beaute, everyone, thank you so much. I believe it's Adrienne again. She says, yes, very, giving back is super important. We absolutely agree. And we thank Cindy and Olecea Beaute for doing that and giving back. And in regard to the giveaways and the promos, she says, great deal. Yes, it definitely is. So please go to boutique.nyc and also oleceabeauty.com with the code Boutique20 to check out these awesome deals. And I think that is all the time we have. We finished right on time, so I'm proud of myself for that, because usually I ramble on forever. But thank you so much, Cindy, for being here. If you guys have any more questions for her, you can continue leaving comments below, and we can, answer your questions in the comments. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to enter our giveaway, and we will see you all soon. Thank you all, and have a great Friday and a great weekend. Bye, everyone.